The headline today is simple: Ancient Civilizations Hidden in Plain Sight. We aren't just talking about theories anymore. We are talking about physical, tactile evidence found across the Americas.
That's the core of it, Robin. These perspective stones, or portable rock art, prove that a sophisticated global artistic tradition existed long before our current history books begin.
It's a bit of a shock to the system, honestly. Most people think of ancient art as stationary, caves, cliffs, or massive pyramids, not something you can hold in the palm of your hand.
Exactly, and that's why they've been overlooked for so long. But when you look at the meticulous design of these pieces, Robin, it becomes clear they weren't random accidents of nature.
Right, so today we're diving specifically into the perspective part of the name. You brought a specific stone for us to analyze, and at first glance, it's clearly a bird, right?
It is, Robin. Specifically, it's a detailed depiction of a bird's head. If you look at the screen, you can see the sharp contour of the beak and the overall profile.
I see it, but there's something in the beak. It looks like a small, oval-shaped stone is being held there. What are we actually looking at, Sam?
That oval represents an egg. The artist went through the trouble of showing a bird not just existing, but in the middle of an action, carrying life in its beak.
Wait, so this isn't just a generic shape? You're telling me the artist intentionally carved or selected this stone to show a bird with an egg? That's incredibly specific.
It really is, Robin. And if you have any doubts about it being man-made, just look at the eye of the bird. See that pattern on the surface?
Oh wow, I see it now. It's another oval or egg-shaped pattern right where the eye should be. It's like a recurring theme within the stone itself.
Exactly. That's a classic sign of being touched by man. The artist utilized natural textures, but enhanced them to create a deliberate, repeating motif.
So we have a bird with an egg. It's a beautiful piece of art on its own, but you mentioned that these stones hold multiple images depending on how you hold them.
That's the magic of the perspective element, Sam. If we rotate this stone exactly 180 degrees, the entire story changes. Let's do that now.
Okay, wait, let me think. I'm looking at it upside down now. I think I see a face emerging, but it's a bit blurry to my eyes. Can you walk me through it, Sam?
Of course, Robin. Look toward the left. The face is facing that way, and it actually shares that same egg-shaped eye we just discussed for the bird.
Oh, I see it. The eye is the same point of reference. But what happened to the bird's beak? It looks completely different now.
The beak has transformed into hair, and that egg that was in the beak, it now serves as a bun or a top knot on the head of this figure.
That is unbelievable. The nose is pointed, the cheek is rounded. It even looks like there's a small smile. Is that pigment I see on the lips?
It is. The artist used subtle pigments to draw that smile. It's a level of detail that really makes the character pop once you know what you're looking for.
Sam, I have to be honest. It's a face, sure, but it doesn't look quite human. It has a very strange, almost alien quality to it. Is that intentional?
You've hit on something huge, Robin. These faces are often humanoid or anthropomorphic. They blend human traits with something else entirely.
It reminds me of ancient mythology. You know, the way the Egyptians or the Mayans depicted their gods as half-human, half-animal hybrids. Is there a connection?
There almost certainly is. Whether you look at the Sumerians, the Aztecs, or the Olmecs, this idea of anthropomorphic beings is a global commonality.
So this stone isn't just a local artifact from North America. It's part of a much larger, perhaps even global, ancient belief system?
Precisely. It suggests a shared consciousness or a shared history that stretched across oceans. This idea of human-animal hybrids might be as old as humanity itself.
That's a heavy thought, Sam. It really changes how I look at a simple rock on the ground. These aren't just decorations, they are stories.
Exactly. The artisans were very deliberate. They didn't just want to show a bird or a man. They wanted to show the connection between the two.
I suppose a skeptic might say the humanoid figure is just artistic license, like the artist was just playing around with the shape of the stone.
That's a common way to interpret it, but it misses the deeper point. These images are intended to invoke specific themes or narratives that were vital to their culture.
So, when we see a bird transform into a humanoid, we might be seeing a transformation story, like a shamanic change or a deity taking flight.
You're getting it, Robin. It's about the fluidity of identity. In their world, the line between the human and the natural world was much thinner than it is for us.
I feel like I'm missing something even deeper, though. You have that I know a secret look on your face, Sam. What else is hidden in this stone?
Well, Robin, we've only looked at 2 perspectives. Some of these stones have 3, 4, or even more images hidden in the shadows and contours.
Wait, more than 2? How is that even physically possible on a single small stone? My brain is already struggling with the 180-degree flip.
It's all about light and shadow. By tilting the stone just a few degrees or changing the light source, new features emerge. It's like an ancient holographic display.
An ancient holographic display. That is a wild way to put it. It shows a level of mathematical and spatial understanding that we don't usually attribute to primitive people.
And that's why we call them perspective stones. They require the viewer to be active, to move, to change their point of view, to see the whole truth.
It's almost a metaphor for how we should study history, isn't it? If we don't change our perspective, we only see half the picture.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Robin. These stones are literally teaching us how to look at the past with fresh eyes.
So, for the listeners at home, this isn't just about rocks. It's about a lost language of art that exists right under our feet.
Exactly. And once you train your eyes to see these patterns, the world and the ground you walk on will never look the same again.
Sam, this has been an absolute eye-opener. I think we need to look at more examples in our next session because I'm still processing that Birdman transformation.
I'd love to, Robin. There are thousands of these pieces waiting to tell their stories. We've barely scratched the surface of what's out there.
I'm sure our audience is just as stunned as I am. It really makes you wonder what else we've missed because we weren't looking from the right angle.
That's the ultimate takeaway. The evidence is everywhere. We just have to be willing to rotate our point of view.
Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this brief look into the world of perspective stones. Sam, thanks for bringing the evidence today.
My pleasure, Robin. I look forward to showing you what else is hiding in the palm of our hands.
In conclusion, the existence of perspective stones suggests that ancient art was far more complex, portable, and interactive than previously believed. We'll see you next time.
If you would like to learn more about this topic and these extraordinary stones, please visit the website www.beforetheolmec.com. And please like, subscribe, follow, or share. Thanks.